Assalamualaikum, I'm Ali Timpulok Maganat. My topic is all about Harun Al-Rashid and the Barmakids. Harun Al-Rashid. Younger than Hadi by 1 year, Harun Al-Rashid ascended the glorious Abbasid throne in 786 at the age of 25, and with him began the most splendid period of Islamic grand monarchy in Asia. The tales of the Arabian Nights or the 1001 Nights present Harun as the fabulous prince charming of a fantastic utopia. But apart from his halo of fantasy woven around him, the real Harun of the Caliphate of Baghdad stands in the full blaze of history as the most glorious emperor ever born. So, isa si Harun al-Rashid sa pinakakilalang caliph, no? Hindi lamang sa Islamic history kundi sa buong mundo dahil sa panahon niya pinatayo yung House of Wisdom kung saan nagtitipon-tipon yung mga scholars para mas pagyabungin yung kanilang mga discoveries, no? Sa doon nga lang doon yung kung saan ang karamihan sa mga discoveries or mga ginagamit natin ngayon is may influence sa panahon ni Harun al-Rashid galing sa House of Wisdom gaya ng algorithm, algebra, scientific knowledge, medicine, at marami pang iba. Si Harun al-Rashid is kapatid ni Al-Hadi. Ang totoong pangalan ni Al-Hadi is si Musa. Ang pangalan naman ni Harun, ang kinuha ng title is Al-Rashid or the rightly guided one. So kilala rin siya sa mga tales gaya ng sa Arabian Nights, yung mga tales about sa kanya kung saan kasama niya yung kanyang best friend na si Jafar na kanya rin parang kinakapatid. Nawa siya 1001 Nights. No, so si Harun al-Rashid is marami siyang accomplishment sa panahon niya. So, Al-Baramika. Al-Mansur introduced the vizierate following the Persian pattern for the first time in the Islamic government system, and Khalid ibn Barmak was the first grand vizier of the Abbasid. His father was a Barmak, the chief priest in a Buddhist monastery. Khalid accepted Islam and held the Department of Finance under Safa and Mansur. To Khalid's son Yahya, Mahdi entrusted the education of his son Harun. When Harun ascended the throne, he appointed Yahya as vizier with unrestricted powers. Yahya was a sagacious counsel and always worked for the good of Harun and his subject. He had so much endeared the young monarch that Harun used to call him father, as a mark of respect and affection. Yahya's two sons, Fadl and Jafar, were chiefs of the old bloc, equally talented and outstanding in the field of administration. Both of them held viceroy of the most important provinces like Khorasan and Egypt. Yahya al-Baramika. Al-Mansur. Itong si Al-Mansur is ito yung lolo ni Harun al-Rashid at ni Musa al-Hadi. So sa panahon niya is madalas silang mag-raid, no, sa may Roman Empire sa may bandang Anatolia. Kung hindi nyo alam ang Anatolia is ito yung sa may Turkey banda. So tawag dyan Anatolia sa may baba. So kapag nagre-raid sila doon is kumukuha sila ng mga mga monks, mga Christians. Ginagawa nila is iniipon nila, no? So then kinukulong nila, then ginagawa nila ng bahay-simbahan sa may empire nila, then kalaunan kino-convert. Ganun yung nangyayari kaya nagkaroon ng first grand vizier na si Khalid ibn Barmak. Itong si Khalid ibn Barmak is anak niya si Yahya, no? So dating Buddhist chief ng Buddhist monastery si Khalid, no, ibn Barmak, no? Tapos then nag-convert siya, then kalaunan nagkaroon siya ng anak na si Yahya. So itong si Yahya ibn Barmak is anak ni Khalid, no? So itong si Khalid is siya ay isang chief priest sa Buddhist monastery, No, kalaunan in-accept ng Islam, then nagkaroon siya ng anak na si Yahya ibn Barmak. So itong si Yahya ibn Barmak is pinagkatiwalaan ni Mahdi ang kanyang anak na si Harun Al-Rashid. Si Mahdi is itong tatay ni Harun. Then kalaunan is sa sobrang pagiging close ni Harun Al-Rashid sa kanyang may naging mentor na si Yahya is kalaunan tinawag na rin itong tatay. Dahil na rin sa sobrang busy ni Mahdi, no? So naging tatay-tatayan ni Harun Al-Rashid si Yahya ibn Barmak. Maki and his two brilliant sons were thus the virtual masters of Harun's empire. Subsequently, when Yahya retired owing to his old age, Harun entrusted the vizierate to Jafar, who discharged his responsibilities with remarkable success. Almost for 17 years, these illustrious Barmakids governed the affairs of Harun's vast empire with utmost efficiency and faithfulness. The Barmakids lived in grand style in eastern Baghdad. Jafar's palace, Al-Jafari, had become the nucleus of Baghdad architectural glory. The Barmakids were fabulously rich and showered their munificence on all and sundry. So much so, and that the word Barmaki was used proverbially as a synonym of generosity, according to Ibn Khalikan. The Barmakids built a large number of canals, mosques, schools, and asylums. Jafar was a great man of letters and the most eloquent orator in this family of intellectuals. Si Yahya ay nagkaroon ng dalawang anak, si Fadl and Jafar. No? So, itong si Fadl and Jafar is parang naging brother na rin ni Harun Al-Rashid dahil nga karamihan sa kanyang oras is dito na ginagugol sa kanyang mentor. Then, ina niya rin naging best friend niya is si Jafar, no? Ang anak ni Yahya. Then, yung dalawa is naging importante sa panahon ni Harun Al-Rashid. Si Jafar is naging advisor or vizier ni Harun Al-Rashid, habang si Fadl naman is naging governor ng Khorasan. Khayzuran, the queen mother who had regained her dominating position on Harun's succession to the throne, died in 789 AD. She was a strong supporter of Yahya Barmaki, and in her he lost a grand ally. Upon Khayzuran's death, Harun took the imperial seal from Yahya and entrusted it to his chamberlain Haji Fadl bin Rabi. Si Khayzuran, yung nanay nila Musa al-Hadi at ni Harun al-Rashid, no? Is ito yung merong malaking position sa government, sa empire. Kung di mo malaking position is malaking kanang influence. No, kadalasan sa mga utos is galing sa kanya, no? Kapag wala si Harun al-Rashid, yung karamihan sa mga utos is siya ang sinusunod ng mga tao ni Harun. So namatay siya noong 789 AD. Itong si Khayzuran is malaki rin siyang supporter ng mga Barmakids. No? So sa pagkawala ni Khayzuran is nawalan din ng malaking alay yung mga Barmakids. So sa pagkamatay ni Khayzuran noong 789 AD is kinuha ni Harun al-Rashid yung seal, yung previous seal na hawak-hawak ni Yahya, at ibinigay ito sa kanang chamberlain. Ang chamberlain is ito yung senior na namamahala sa mga household ng mga royals, no? At ibinigay nito kay Fadl ibn Rabi. Nomination of Amin and Ma'mun. In 791 AD, on the insistence of his wife Zubaydah and other members of the family, Harun nominated his 5-year-old son Muhammad to succeed him on the throne, under the title of Al-Amin, the Trustworthy. A few years later, he nominated his another son Abdullah to succeed Al-Amin, under the title of Al-Ma'mun, the Trusted. According to Ibn al-Athir, Harun went for a pilgrimage to Mecca accompanied by his two sons Amin and Ma'mun in 802 AD and deposited in the Kaaba two documents executed by the brothers respectively, binding themselves in solemn terms to abide by the arrangements made by their father. In the same year, Queen Zubaydah made her famous visit to Mecca, a living memorial of which still exists today. The canal which dug for the people of Mecca and which still bears her name, Nahar Zubaydah. So, noong 791 AD, no, habang buhay pa at malakas pa si Harun Al-Rashid, is kinonbinsi na kagad ni Zubaydah, yung asawa ni Harun Al-Rashid, na magkaroon na kagad ng successor or yung susunod sa kanya bago pa man siya pagkamatay niya. So, itong si Zubaydah ito ay pinsan rin ni Harun Al-Rashid, no? Apo rin siya ni Al-Mansur. So, nung kinasal si Zubaydah at si Harun Al-Rashid, sa sobrang daming ginto na nakapalibot sa katawan or saka mga precious na mga bato sa katawan ni Zubaydah, is nahihirapan siyang tumayo at kailangan pa siyang tulungan ng dalawang katulong para siya ay may tayo. At sa kasal ni Harun Al-Rashid at ni Zubaydah, gumastos si Harun Al-Rashid ng kulang-kulang ng 50 million dinars. Isa yung kasal na yun bilang isa sa pinaka-granding kasal sa Islamic history at kilala rin sa buong mundo. So, gi-insist ni Zubaydah na magkaroon si Harun Al-Rashid ng successor bilang si Muhammad at kumuha ng title na Al-Amin or trustworthy. At i-appoint naman ni Harun Al-Rashid bilang successor ni Muhammad si Abdullah at kumuha ng title na Al-Ma'mun or the trusted. So nung 802 AD is nagkaroon ng pilgrimage si Harun at ang kanyang dalawang anak at ang kanyang asawa. So, doon is nagkaroon sila ng mga kasunduan, no? May mga dalawang documents sa nakalagay yung mga kasunduan gaya ng irerespeto ni Muhammad yung authority or yung full autonomy ni Abdullah sa Khorasan bilang governor, at magbibigay rin ng position si Muhammad sa government, no? So, at hindi pwedeng i-obliterate or maging successor ni Muhammad yung kanang anak kung buhay pa si Abdullah. So, kung gagawin na yun is masisira yung kasunduan at maibibigay ni Muhammad yung kanyang kapangyarihan sa kanyang kapatid dahil sinira na yung kasunduan. So, doon rin nakalagay yung balon ni Zubaydah, no? Isang kanal na nakalagay doon. The fall of Al-Baramika. From 786 to 803, the Baramika, Yahya, Jafar, and Fadl had served Harun with great ability and unflinching loyalty, and they practically ruled the Abbasid Empire. But their colossal grandeur and unparalleled generosity made them more popular than Harun himself, and this finally led to their downfall. The immense popularity of the Baramika had raised so many enemies who were bent upon bringing their downfall. Among them was their most formidable enemy, Fadl bin Rabi, the chamberlain of Harun to whom had been entrusted the previous seal. He constantly poisons Harun's mind against Jafar and Fadl. He aroused the caliph's suspicion by fabricating the stories of Barmakid conspiracy to overthrow the Abbasid power. Ang pagbagsak ng mga Barmakids. So, kabilang theories kung bakit pinapatay ni Harun Al-Rashid ang kanyang tatay-tatayan na si Yahya ibn Barmak at yung best friend niya si Jafar at saka si Fadl. Maraming conspiracies na maaaring maging tama or maaaring maging mali about sa execution or assassination sa mga Barmakids. So isa na dito is yung daging usapan ni Harun at ni Jafar na naipapakasal ang kanyang kapatid na si Princess Abasa, ngunit sa pangalan lamang para mapagtibay yung family ties ng kanyang pamilya, ang family ng Barmakids at ang family ng royal or ng caliphs. So only by name nun, so hindi sila talaga nagpakasal as in legal or pwede sila mag-asawa sa sama, kundi pangalan. Then narinig ni Harun Al-Rashid na nabuntis ni Jafar si Princess Abasa, no, which is only in name or sa pangalan lang, no, para magpagtibay yung family ties, no, hindi talaga pinangkasal ni Jafar yung si Princess Abasa at hindi rin pumayag si Harun dahil sa kasulatan lang. Then napo-inform na nabuntis ni Jafar si Princess Abasa. And pag-uwi niya is yun na rin yung pag-execute. Then meron naman isang story na galing kay Ibn Khaldun, no? According sa kanya is dahil ito ay muna psychological effect or sa pag-iisip, no? Kung saan pag-isip-isip ni Harun Al-Rashid, no, na ang mga Barmakids is lumalawak ang influence, no, kung saan mas nagiging mas kilala pa yung mga Barmakids kesa sa kanya, no. So yung pagiging kilala ng mga Barmakids kesa sa Caliph na si Harun Al-Rashid is isa sa mga reason na nagpabagsak sa Barmakids. Isa rin sa reason na nagpalakas ng paniniwala ni Harun Al-Rashid na kailangan niya ng i-dispatch or tanggalin sa kanyang empire ang mga Barmakids is ang mga conspiracy na binubulong sa kanya ni Fadl or sinasabi ni Fadl bin Rabi na may balak daw yung mga Barmakids na agawin ang pagka-caliphs or ang position ng bilang head ng empire ng mga Barmakids. Gustong taluhin ng mga Barmakids si Harun Al-Rashid. So yung mga bulong na yun is nagpalakas sa kung bakit kailangan na talagang i-dispatch ni Harun Al-Rashid yung mga Barmakids. So naging poison sa pag-iisip ni Harun Al-Rashid yung si Ibn Rabi. So hindi na naisip na yung isa doon is kaning tatay-tatayan at yung isa doon is kaning best friend or parang kapatid na rin. The time at last came for the Caliph to get rid himself of these conspirators, the rivals of his crown, for in the caliphal firmament there could not be two suns. The first victim of Harun's blind fury and suspicion was the 37-year-old Jafar, his born companion and vizier. Jafar was slain in 803 AD by their common attendant Masrur. His head was cut off and hung on a bridge in Baghdad, and the two halves of his body on the other two bridges. According to the historian Tabari, the old Yahya, along with the brilliant Fadl and the two other sons of Muhammad and Musa, were put into confinement, and all their property was confiscated. Yahya and Fadl died in prison. Thus fell the celebrated house of Al-Baramika, never to rise again. So isang gabi, no, inutusan ni Harun Al-Rashid, Caliph Harun Al-Rashid, si Masrur, ang kanyang executioner o mamamatay tao, na patayin si Jafar na isa sa naging best friend ni Harun Al-Rashid at kinakapatid at naging advisor niya. So inutusan niya na patayin si Jafar. So nagpunta si Masrur sa palace ni Jafar, no, kung saan sinabi niya na pinapapatay siya ni Harun Al-Rashid. So naglaki ang mata ni Jafar, no, na pinapapatay siya ng kanyang best friend or kinakapatid. So sinabi niya kay Masrur na baka nalasing lang si Harun Al-Rashid at kung pwede is itanong niya ito ulit. So nung bumalik si Masrur at sinabi na nakiusap si Jafar na baka lasing lang daw siya, ang sinabi ni Harun Al-Rashid is kapag hindi siya bumalik dun kay Harun Al-Rashid, kay Masrur, ang sinabi ni Harun kay Masrur, no, kapag hindi siya bumalik na hindi dala ang ulo ni Jafar is mag-uutas siya ng papatay kay Jafar kasama si Masrur. So walang nagawa si Masrur kundi sundin ang utos ni Harun Al-Rashid na ipapatay si Jafar. So yung isa is tinanggal yung ulo niya at kinabit sa mga tulay. Yung kalahati sa kanyang katawan is sa ibang tulay naman. Then yung kapatid niya na si Fadal at ang kanyang tatay na si Yahya is pinakulong ni Harun Al-Rashid.